left Broome this morning on the Great Northern Highway, and we're heading to Sandfly Roadhouse on the way to Port Hedland. And out of the 7,500 kilometres that we've done so far, the roads have been fantastic, but this road is boring. So the most fun we've had all morning is overtaking caravans, which is what we're doing right here. That's about all the fun that we had so far. Anyway, hopefully it'll get better from here on in.
Hi, we're the Travelling Teens, and we love our life of adventure.
From the mountains to the sea. Well, on our left-hand side, we're on the Great Northern Highway between Broome and Sandfly Roadhouse, and now we're just entering the Great Sandy Desert. Doesn't look much of a desert, but that's what they call it. Bit of motocross action here.
Lovely.
No crocodilies here.
Apparently not. Apparently it's too cold.
Too cold for them.
Apparently.
This is our windy pack-up time at, what's the name of this place?
Cauldron.
Cape Cauldron. It's beautiful, but if it's windy, it can be a bit of a nightmare. This is how you hold the tent down when it's windy. I said to Joe, let's camp near the beach. It'd be lovely. No wind, not much dust. Hot again. We've had another great stay at a little camp spot with lots and lots of people. Got blasted by the wind this morning, but we didn't realise that at low tide, the tides are so big up here that you can actually walk right across to that other point over there. Anyway, we're heading off Port Hedland and down into Karajini. Yeah. The wind is flogging him. You lead the way, babe. The last 4 weeks we've had pretty much perfect weather. No wind, it's been beautiful. Today we woke up at Cape Cauldron, it's blowing its head off. We're on our way to Port Hedland, and we are fighting at least a 40 knot side wind. It is howling. We're getting flogged. I don't know if you can see it on the, you can't really tell on the motorbike, but we're just getting thrown from one side to the other. Oh, all part of the great adventure on this little trip we're having around Oz. Well, we're rolling into Husky's Roadhouse. Joe's fuel range is 0, so we're waiting for it to run out of fuel at any second now. If we can make it in, well, not too far to go. Made it into Husky's. Joe's just pointing the range. It ran out of, it showed no fuel left about 5 kilometres back. So interesting to see what she's done. Bike just took, if you have a look over here, 11.5 litres. It only holds 11. So she was absolutely out of fuel. Woo! Heading up into Carragini.
We're approximately 60 k's short of Carragini National Park. We're at Albert Tognolini's lookout, and it's a little free camp snuck in behind the lookout. We're sitting in a beautiful valley here. You can see some caravans up there. We pulled into Husky to get some fuel, and they told us all about this campground. Look at what we are going to be watching the sunset over tonight. Woo!
Well, Jojo reckons the water isn't real cold in Dales Gorge, but it's only 12 degrees outside. We'll probably find our way in the water again. Ah, this is living. Look at that.
There's my noodle.
Well, here we are at Dales Gorge. What do you think? What do you think, darling? Look at us, we're all rugged up. But we're going swimming time. Dales Gorge, ticking another box. Woo! Park. We're just outside Carragini, and there's a lady's property that she allows people to free camp just east of the national park. So I'll have you look, you can see on my map there, that's Husky up there. We camped at this Albert Tognolini's lookout. We're not far from Dales Gorge, probably 30 kilometres, and there's supposed to be one more free camp just outside the national park past Mount Bruce on the way to Hemley Gorge. Look at the red dirt here. We're at Carragini on our way to Knox's Gorge and Hancock's Gorge on the western side of the Carragini National Park. Cheers.
This is what I get for doing the corrugations.
Look at my hair. Have I got any hair left? That's after 3 or 4 days of no showers and just swimming in pools. So sexy.
Excellent. That's it.
Corrugation coffee. Eco retreat, Carragini. Well, we're just leaving Eco Lodge in Carragini. It's a privately owned lodge, obviously in the Karijini National Park. We're on the way to Hancock's Gorge, which is just 10k up the road, which is supposed to be beautiful. But anyway, at this lodge you can get water, there's a bar, there's accommodation, there's a restaurant. So you don't have to buy water, but there is actual water there that's drinkable. So because they sting you for water. Anyway, just a place to go if you're coming this way and you need a feed and some accommodation. Well, we're going to Hancock's Gorge. It's a class 5, so it'll be the hardest walk that we've done. It's supposed to be a lot of scampering, crawling, water. Anyway, looking forward to it. How pretty is this gorge? Hancock. I mean, we've seen a lot of gorges. This one's totally different again. Such a nice walk into the gorge. We're at Hancock's Gorge. We're heading to the swimming hole, but you have to, as you see, everyone's got to take their shoes off here. You've got to wade through water, as you see these people in front of us, to get to the water hole. You can get... Have a gander up there. How cool is this spot? Hancock Gorge. How cool is this gorge to walk in? This is my favourite so far. Oh, it nearly went then. So it nearly went then. Over there in the distance, that's supposed to be the second largest or highest mountain in Western Australia, 1,235 metres. Sheila Plains. That's where we got our accommodation for the night. Got a camp, restaurant. We're about 100 k's west of Tom Price.
This was our campsite last night at Sheila Plains Station. After 3 days of free camping at Karijini and swimming in waterholes, the hot showers last night were a pleasure to have. We also rocked in and got $10 hamburgers by the fire. It's a working station that also has its own gorge and swimming holes, but unfortunately we haven't got time for that, so we're definitely going to come back.
Keep an eye out for our next episode, which will be going from Grevillea Station up to Exmouth, out to the Cape Rain National Park, Ningaloo Reef, Coral Bay, up to Quobba and down through Carnarvon to Woomaroo Roadhouse.